everybody. Reporting to you from Dilley, Texas. I'm back from a pretty long little break. Maybe about, what was it, 8 days being off duty. Had to get truck work done, had to get healthy, had some type of bug for almost the whole week during my off period. Well, not throughout the whole week, but a good chunk of it. I finally started feeling 100%, and got to enjoy some home time. Got my truck back on Thursday. Well, I guess I should start back. Actually, I'm getting back to the truck right now. Just left the truck stop right now, and see, there's my truck. Just had to hang out a little bit, make a couple of calls, and get situated while I was up. Got here in Dilley, Texas around I'd say 1 in the morning. I departed yesterday a little after 7 or so. Took my time, had a couple of stops, drove through San Antonio, took the loop, and took, what is it, 37 to get here down to Dilley. Was gonna try to make it to Cotulla, but I was getting too tired, so shut it down there. And got a call around 3:30. They were offering me a load, and I said no. At that point, they still had me on interstate hours, so my clock didn't stop as soon as I was in the sleeper berth. So at that time, I had maybe like 4 hours left to work, which I didn't want to take the risk of not knowing where I was going for the shipper, get loaded, not knowing where I was going for the well, and feel comfortable enough to have enough time to offload before I run out of time. So I told him I couldn't do it. And then later this morning, had to call dispatch and let them know that my hours need to be switched over into South Texas hours, the intrastate hours. So that way, you do an 8-hour break, you still get 70 hours, but it's in a 7-day cycle. You get 15 hours to work. You get 12 hours to drive, and there is no 30-minute mandatory break. And it's an 8-hour break to get fresh hours. So I got that situated this morning. Called a buddy of mine who's here. Well, two buddies of mine who are here, and one, believe he's at a well. I'm gonna talk to him this morning, and he was hooked up. He's just waiting for the signal so he can go ahead and start offloading. And my other friend, he's at a well, waiting. I guess he's at the staging pad, waiting to get unloaded. Different well, I believe. But from what I hear, there's one shipper in Dilley, there's 2 in Cotulla, there's one in Laredo, and of course the one that's I've been to in Elmendorf. So that's 3 new shippers I gotta find and figure out how they work. What's the CB, what's the information I gotta give, where are the loading points, things like that. Just not bad. I just don't want to do it. Didn't feel comfortable doing it 4 o'clock in the morning with only 4 hours to work. So I called dispatch as well to kind of get some more information on when they're expecting to get some more loads in. No official ETA, but they're saying that they'll probably start a pre-fill later today or tomorrow. So we'll see. So right now we're doing work for 2 customers, 2 different customers. So we'll find out what's going on there. But let's see, I probably right now, I came back to the truck to get my backpack because I don't have good internet connection through my phone. So I went ahead and come back and get my backpack. I got my hotspot, so I'll probably go back there and hang out there and probably finish editing some videos. I know I'm posting a lot of old videos right now. I've just, the whole thing with my phone during that period, back when I was in East Texas, is just, it was just horrible. It was lagging. It was just having a lot of phone issues because I was already at capacity as far as storage. So that was causing a lot of headaches. So I wasn't able to put out a lot of videos. That last week I was there in East Texas, so they're still on my phone. I just got a new phone, so it's opened up a lot of, I got plenty of storage left in this new phone. So I went ahead and updated to 256 gigabyte storage on my new phone, and hopefully I'll edit some videos now and crank them out on the daily, at least until I'm done with the backlog of videos that I have on my phone. All right, cool. I got a new camera angle. Nice. All right, well, I'm back. I'm still in the truck. Trying to make the lighting a little bit better for you guys, but also so I can see it too. But yeah. Well, planning to go back to the truck stop, which is across the street. I didn't bother driving over there because I figured it was already packed. Plus, not knowing how big the parking lot is, not familiar with all that, I just didn't even bother. This little gas station was right across the street, had plenty of parking. Really not really a truck stop, but it does have diesel lanes in it. So I just parked there because there was nothing going on. It was closed. So I figured I'll be here just a couple hours. There we go. Well, got my backpack ready. Got my gear in there. I just figured I'd go ahead and whip up some a cold coffee drink. Went to Kroger's earlier this week and thought I'd try this. It's like, alright, sure, looks like the Starbucks one, but figured I'd give it a little try. So I'm just putting a little bit of that, coconut milk, some sugar, and that's pretty much it. And then sip on it. Not putting too much. So I got my gear stuff. What else? I'm trying to think if I'm gonna need anything else. I'll probably take some snacks later on, so I don't have to try to spend any money there at the truck stop while I'm sitting in their driver's lounge. The nice driver's lounge is pretty quiet. Pretty decent. I'll give you a little tour of that when I get there. Got a little table in front of the TV there, so figures like, oh well, I'll go get my laptop and put together some videos, finish editing them together and all that. Because I figure it got I thought it was maybe less than 2 days, but turns out it's like maybe got 3 or 4 videos still in my phone. Some of the last videos, like I'm talking about March 11th, and I have even had somebody comment on it. I was like, well, that's an old video. I was like, yeah, sorry, I've just been like, while I was out there in East Texas, my phone was just not cooperating a lot of the time. I'm just glad and the signal out there was horrible. Out in East Texas, ain't nothing out there but lots of pine trees and hills and stuff like that. So it was hard to get a good internet signal through my phone, through my hotspot service. So yeah, that'll do. So it was a lot of the videos I have save into the cloud. So when I'm trying to edit them, they have to download from the cloud. I guess in order to make room on the phone at that point. Well, with that service, it'll tell you it won't start downloading, or it won't complete the download until you get a very solid internet connection signal, whatever. So that was the headache I was dealing with a lot out there as well. Not only because my phone was already at storage capacity, that as well was not allowing me to put out videos ASAP. That, and also I was sick. So now when I was home, I was still dealing with the whole phone issue, and I was still, you know, getting better, getting sick, dealing with all that. Then I was at home, just trying to rest up. So now that I'm back on the road, got a new phone, better area of Texas, possibly, maybe a little bit stronger signal. So we'll see. I'm gonna set up my hotspot and test out the connection, and hopefully I can get rolling with these videos and finish out and start putting up current ones. So yeah, that's the headache I've been dealing with as far as putting out content lately. But things are good now, and I'm got my coffee, and I'm start heading out to the truck stop across the street. So that's it for now. So I'm back at the truck stop, and I'm in the driver's lounge, catching up the ending of T2, and there's the rest. It's nothing too big, pretty small. There's a little table here, getting ready to set up shop. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hang out here until I get a call for a load. And hopefully it's from Dilley. It's just down the street. And if not, shoot, Catula is just about 15-20 miles away from where I'm at. But being here brings back memories back when I was with Service Transport. I used to come to Dilley to deliver to, I think it's called Nabor, N-A-B-O-R. And let me lower this down for a second. But back when I wanted to haul crude oil, there's a company that's next to this facility that I used to deliver to. Can't remember what chemical I was delivering to. Neighbor, but they're also an oil field company. But right next door is a company called, gosh, what is it? Big Star Crude, and they're a pretty big company. They have other companies. I think it's just like Star Transport or something like that. I think they're involved. I think they're the same company, just the sister company that hauls. Oh gosh, what is it? Diesel, other types of fuels, things like that. But I had remembered back in the day, I ran into a driver who said he was leaving to do that, to haul crude oil with Big Star Crude in Dilley, Texas, and he was telling me that they pay 6 figures as a company driver, and that's what I was wanting to do. But by the time I got to the crude oil side, it was already too late. It was, you know, crude was already down to 50 bucks a barrel, and dropping even further. So I just stayed where I was at, hauling crude oil with that Houston company that I was with, which actually is still hiring at the current moment, I believe, but it's pretty much going to be night shift. And yeah, just being here in Dilley, they're right around the corner, maybe about a mile from where I'm at, maybe less than that, because they're right off the feeder of the freeway. And yeah, Big Star Crude is still there. I'm not 100% sure about the 6 figures. I don't know that it's still that. I don't know how busy they are, but I know there's a lot of oil wells out here. But they're still hauling crude here. Since I've been here, I've seen a couple of crude oil trucks come in, East Tech Crude, water I guess, you know, vacuum trucks, sand trucks coming in and out with the belly dump, and pneumatic trailers, and end dump trailers. But I'm guessing, yeah, of course, because, you know, there's a sand facility in town. But yeah, man, I guess, you know, I mean, I'm no longer gonna do crude. I'm not saying I'm not completely gonna do crude, but who knows, later on the line, maybe as an owner operator, who knows, we'll see.